Hi, I'm Brett Perry with Wet and Forget, and I'm here with Jenny Pekarski, and today we're going to be applying some Wet and Forget to a deck and a few other areas. It's a beautiful fall day here, and it's a great time to be applying Wet and Forget. It's going to be a quick job, and the product's going to keep working for us right over the winter, and in the spring it's going to look great. Okay, one of the problems we've got here today is a green algae that's growing right along the railing here. So we're just going to give this a spray with the product, and it's going to come right up nice and clean. One of the issues here is you've got this kind of flaking paint and so forth. The product's not going to be disturbing that. It's going to clean that without deteriorating the paint at all. Over here we've got some more issues. We've got a bit of green algae up along the deck here we're going to deal with. Down here along the stonework there's more green algae and black mold we're going to clean up. And this whole concrete area down here too. This has all got growth on it. So we're going to apply all of this and you'll find that it'll clean up real nice. And also back here on the flagstones we've got more of this growth. Okay, over here the issue is we've got this growth coming down the siding here. And the reason for that is we have water running off the roof up there, which is creating a great environment for these growths. Helping me today with the applications, Jenny Pekarski, and Jenny's going to start by blowing the leaves and debris off the deck.
To apply our Wet and Forget and mix it together. What you're going to need is your bottle of Wet and Forget solution, a mixing cup, some rubber gloves, some safety glasses or goggles, and of course your sprayer. When choosing a sprayer, you want to use a pump-up sprayer. The reason being is that when you dilute the Wet and Forget, you want to do a 1 part Wet and Forget to 5 part water mixture. Your hose end sprayer is not going to be able to do that. You can purchase a pump-up sprayer at your local hardware store. So now I'm ready to mix my Wet and Forget. What I have is a 2-gallon sprayer, so that means I'm going to need about 5 cups of Wet and Forget, or about 40 ounces. So what I'm going to do is pour the Wet and Forget in my measuring cup. And again, when calculating how much Wet and Forget to use, simply take the amount of ounces that your container holds and divide it by 6. After you've put the Wet and Forget into your sprayer, what you'll need to do is add the water. You want to fill your water up to the 2-gallon mark, since I'm using a 2-gallon sprayer.
Now you want to keep your pets off the area you're applying with Wet and Forget until it's dried and while you're applying it. So we're going to send Indy here inside. Where you go, Indy? Good boy.
So we're going to apply the Wet and Forget to our railing right now. When you're applying the Wet and Forget, you want to get a really good saturation, so make sure you cover all the affected areas. Well, I'm about done doing the deck. It was about 200 square feet, and it only took me about 5 minutes. You can also use Wet and Forget on any type of siding, as you can see here, whether it's vinyl, wood siding, painted, stained, cedar, etc. And then also, when you're spraying, you don't need to worry about hitting the aluminum window surroundings or the glass on your windows. Wet and Forget will not etch or harm those surfaces. And this is another reason why we recommend using the safety goggles. Just if you're spraying above your head or in a higher area, protects your eyes as well. So now we're going to apply the Wet and Forget on some concrete areas, some parts of the decking, and then move on to some stone as well. As you can see, you can use a Wet and Forget on any surface, so I can just go ahead and spray the downspout as long as I'm applying it here. And then you can use it, like I said before, on any type of stone. Natural stones, synthetic stone, pavers, brick, whatever you have in your outdoor area. And remember, when you're applying the Wet and Forget, you want to get a very good saturation. So cover all the surfaces where you have your moss, mold, or mildew. So now we're out here looking at an application on your sidewalk. As you can see, the homeowner here attempted to power wash, and what happened is they got to this point and it just was taking too long and taking too much time. What you can do instead, use your Wet and Forget. Spray down this entire area. Takes only one application, and then nature does the rest for you.
Well, Jenny, that was a great job. It didn't take you long. What are we going to do now?
Nothing. Just let it dry. You don't need to rinse it, scrub it, or power wash it. Doesn't contain any bleach, acid, or any caustic materials either.
That's right. Great thing about Wet and Forget, once you've sprayed it on, you just leave it and let Mother Nature do the rest. That green growth should clean up in a matter of weeks, and the black mold could take several months, but it'll just keep getting cleaner and cleaner as the winter goes on. Come next spring, you'll be ready to do all the jobs around here.
Especially like staining this deck.
That's right. If you're looking to find out more information, you can go to www.wetandforget.com.
I'm Jenny and this is Brett. Thanks for joining us today.